One of the things, as we talk about Trump and Obama and all of the indifferences, this is what it comes right back down to from my perspective. When you grow up, right, your mother tell you it's not what you say now, it's how you say
it. Yes, true.
You get me? You see, if Donald Trump had brought it under the way in a diplomatic way like Obama did, everybody would have been for Donald Trump. You see? Because there were things that Donald Trump was talking about, because you know he is a very outspoken, violent, verbal person like that, right?
Yes.
Obama was doing a lot of the same work that he was talking about at the same time, and we people don't know. We, the generation of the public, don't know because Obama was very diplomatic about it, right? Remember, you know, Donald Trump, Obama was deporting more people than what Trump was deporting.
Yeah.
Right?
He never talked about it like that.
Exactly. It's a lot of things, you know. As I said, it's diplomacy, it's how you bring things forth and how you deal with it. But Donald Trump is more of a dictator. You get me? In point blank, he's not going to sugarcoat nothing with you.
Just try straight on every conversation.
You take it and you leave it. But why, in other words, why should I waste money with Congress and whatever it is to say so and so, or whatever it is? Where I'm just tell you, so this is my youth. Me not need it in my country. Me not need it for this. Me not need it for that. Me need it for leave. Me need it for that. What? Then straight to the point and get to the point. We don't like how him say it. We don't like how him bring it. Right?
Because I don't like it.
And it's the same thing when you check about it and you look at it, my brother, around the world with amongst each other. That's what I'm telling you. Say, black people, we are the most devastated people to our own self.
We're too prejudiced, bro.
We're prejudiced bad. Right? And instead of we try to help each other, we're not lifting up each other. Right? And we guess what happened? We blame everybody for everything that happened in our life. Right? Because even, alright, we'll go as far as go back to slavery, right? They said our ancestors were slaves and everything in cornfield and whatever it is, right? You can't look at me today and tell me I'm a slave, Bridget.
No, sir.
You get what I'm saying?
Not why I pay tax.
Thank you very much. You see? But we still, you see, mentality, we still under the bondage, because it is still preached into our brain that we are still under slavery and we still under bondage. On the way to me, you're under bondage unless you allow yourself to be under bondage. Me know me a slave. You get me? Yeah. My ancestors were. They made that part for us to be where we are.
Bob himself said, well, I can repeat it. Bob said, free yourself from what?
Mental slavery.
Slavery.
Free your mind.
See? So, you see, we black people, we have a lot to hold for. And stop blaming other races and stop blaming other countries and blaming whatever it is. We the people itself. Because we don't have no love and a unity amongst us.
No,
you get me?
Take accountability for our own actions.
Right? Back in the days when the slaves were there and they were in the field and plowing the field, you notice that one man go, and then you hear, and it's a chain link, or they call it chain gang. They were a unity. You get me? Yes. We don't have the unity amongst each other right now. We don't. Right? We are more like a dog-eat-dog world, and we're not looking at it as the rest of the nation is moving past us black people. We're supposed to be the strongest and the most powerful people on this earth. But we are so, so caught up amongst ourselves and not looking out for each other. And if you look up, even if you try to look over the next man, that same man that try to slaughter you at the same time.
Yes.
Yes, man?
Yes,
point the finger to the white man.
Legend, that is why I use the word, is not every smile is a good smile. Because the same man will laugh at you and say, you're a friend, and that is the man that can put you under the ground, and that's the man that send you to prison. That's the man who can cut your own throat. While you put out 100% for that man. You're putting out all you can for that person. Just look at it and the reality, and we'll guess what happened. We stand up and we blame other people. We blame other people.
Because you been bad mind and shit, you thought this and thought that. You know what you do? You're embarrassed. Me myself, I am a victim of it. I can't deny it. We everybody here has at some point in them life have
jealousy. Yeah.
Of course. Yes, we do.
We can't deny it. We're human. We get it.
Yes.
But we must come to the realization and say, you need to really broaden your horizon. Get to know somebody. If you know the man say him not this way, but that don't call the man friend and then lay out your life with the man. You know the deal already. You know the deal. Yes, you know what is happening. You see what you're getting into, but you still perpetuate foolishness. But this is exactly. You see me now? When me there, Danny, I'm telling about my situation already. You know me there. Like on turn on the camera. See, this is me now. I am a first year college student, and I am with multiple races. I'm people from Texas, I have people from Afghanistan, Pakistan here, Michigan people, even Japan and Chinese people are here, bro. I talk with different people. I have to expand my horizon while I still have my age with me. Expand my horizon, bro. And what I realize is most of the thing them we speak about, the stereotypical thing about white man and Chinese, it is wrong. It is also wrong.
Yep.
It is also, bro. When you hear redneck, Danny, what do you think of?
Some old dirty person that are just what think the worst of the worst of the whites.
You're wrong. You're
wrong.
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 I live next to 2 rednecks, and they are some of the nicest people I've known so far. The man giving him TV. Which man you know about that for you, Daniel?
None of them.
Exactly, brother. They are nice. Don't think because you hear this, you hear, brother. Go out there, experience it for yourself. You don't learn by just listening, you have to experience, get practical. You learn, you dip and you learn, bro. This is what I love about where I am. I am exposed to different cultures and I get to learn things. And especially with my degree and in communication, I learn how to communicate properly with people.
And that's what
the Chinese people have a specific way they want the name pronounced. If I don't remember my friend's name, I don't call him name. The man named Genji.
Genji, right?
We need for Genji, yeah. We need to broaden ourselves. We are
enclosed mind. And
yes.
Right? And to be honest, we are taught like that. You
That's
see?
almost how we grow.
But as I said to a man, right? The good book say you're responsible for your own sins when you reach age of 12. Anything out of 12, God responsible for it. That's what the Bible say, no. Right? But here what happen, every man responsible for themselves on the day them born. Right? And if you want to stay in a close area, you're going to stay in a close area. Right?
Yes, man.
Things is not everything on this earth we like. But we have to listen. Time is changing. Time is moving. And if you don't move with the time, you're going to get left behind.
It waits for no man.
You see it? Time is like that, you know. It have a number, you know. You get me? Right? If you don't go over this, you say this white man I got school and I'm going, hey, boy, me should not go to school like that. Of course you could. The opportunity is there for you, but you have to fight for it. Right? As well as some of us, we get it on a platter to do it and we don't use it.
Because we don't know what it is. We don't know what it means.
We don't know what it is. And this is sometimes you say, you have a sense, you say, show me your friends and tell you who you are. Right? And that is a concept I grew up with, but then I realized that and I said, it's not that real right. Because you can't have a friend who's a bad boy, you know. Right? But you is a good youth. I say him himself, I make a tell you, say, listen, my youth, you know, go find a gun in my youth. Take education and thing, and you know, you see me? But we're close-minded in a way where we leave ourselves out there and we left behind and we try what? We blame other people. We blame other race. We do all of those things. The opportunity is there for us. We just have to make the best of it while we can. Right?
Because at the end of the day, it's still our lives.
Yeah, it's everything come right back on you, you know. And you, everything come back on, you know. Right?
It's in the circle of life, not the square.
Exactly. You see? Because, you know, you see, we don't want to, to test the waters. We don't want to test the waters. Right? Because we have this phobia in our mind. I said, no, we're not going to try that. No, I don't want to talk to the person. No, this is because
expecting the worst.
Because it's we downgrade ourselves so much by teaching from our parents, friends, and whosoever it is, and all of them things there. And we see. Brethren, you have to let yourself go in order to reach somewhere in life to try to make the best of it. Better you try and you fail, but at least you know, say you try. Right? Because this word say, if me did know. If me did know. It's a word that's a
And let's
powerful word.
be honest. And let's really be honest to people. We don't really understand most of the things that we actually have in front of you now.
True.
We don't, in fact, we don't even know our parents properly.
No.
We don't know our parents because
Me
they're
don't know my mother.
individuals.
Well, me can't. Me like, sorry. Me know my mother habits, and me know the good
Yes.
side, me know the bad side. But me don't know everything.
No.
I know what I have been shown and seen.
Yes, because in fact, let's be honest, you have been with your mother. You have lived with your mother.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know your mother. Because at a point in time, she was a completely different person. And that same person that she was then is the same person she is now. But you have never seen that person. As I say.
To this day, I'm still finding out things in the past that my mother used to do before she even had me, before she even had my elder sister. Is that the more you know,
The more you grow.
Right.
That's what I say, cause these people that are around you, yeah, we don't know them, but doesn't mean that we can't still love them. We don't mean that we can't still look out for them. Because
True.
when me I bring this up, say to you to say, in a sense, everybody is a stranger, but it's up to you to get to know them. It's
No,
up to you for putting the effort.
I like that you said that, Daniel. I like that you said that.
Circumstances.
that's an analogy.
It's difficult to determine who you can really say you call friend and you depend upon. But guess what? When you do the same for everybody, you will know who based on the reaction.
Yes.
Me do the same for everybody around me, you know. Black, white, I don't care. Color don't matter to me. When I say black and white, I say every color of the spectrum, bro. I say
Right.
I want to see everything. I don't care. I will do the same for you as I would do for anybody else. Just like when I try to talk to a girl and whatever she might feel this way. Me myself personally, I might not believe me. I say, yo, don't believe yourself special, believe everybody.
So we already said this.
That doesn't mean that you need to be like you. Don't feel yourself above the rest. I do the same for everybody because I feel everybody deserve the same thing. I won't do less because you're a man. I'm say, yo, me not love man, you know that. Me not do less because you're a man. Not put in the same effort as it whichever girl. Me not say me gotta be that woman there. But if you find that person, you feel them, and you find them somewhat worth pursuing, whether it be friendship, relationship, or whatever ship, you put in more effort as you go along, depending on how that person reacts to you and how you react to them.
That's what you call building a relationship.
Precisely. It's building blocks.
You want to build a proper relationship now these days.
Because we have to make, because of even I am the same way to this day. Daniel, you know they say it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. In some ways, I agree with it, and in some other ways, it's complacency because I cannot be bothered. Some things you cannot change. I can attest to that. But on some things, it's just another way of me saying I'm lazy.
It all comes down to everybody having a mind of towards relationship. Everybody has this mind of last, like one night stand type relationships.
It's one and
Not
movement.
only romantically, but also with friends and other persons and stuff like that. It can also be things that materialistic in a way. I have to give you something in order to get validation from you.
Don't seek validation from something that won't. You know it won't give it to you. You know it. Don't do that. Don't lower yourself to say, I need your validation. You don't need it. You want it. That is another fundamental thing we need to learn.
Versus
What is a
that,
need and what is a want. We're like, yeah man, we do it in an English language class, but guess what? Did we really learn it? That's something we learned from what grade Daniel, grade 7, 6? You know what?
even probably younger.
Yeah, we need for, even as a big man, my uncle Daniel talked to me, as a big man now, what, 37, 38, him still to this day, he can't tell you for sure, say, yo, did I really need this? Or did I just want it? Even him have a car. Him say, yo, the car look nice and rare. You know what, did I carry right now? Just I sit outside of the front time yard.
Oh gosh.
Did I really need this? Or did I just kind of want it? It's hard to distinguish, dog, cause it's hard to distinguish.
I don't even say it's hard to distinguish. It's just that there comes a point where we are so attached to it that we can't distinguish it from us, but justify the choices for ourselves.
I guess it's just materialism. I guess I can call it that. I'm not sure.
Great.
No, you're right. No, you're right. You know, when you say if it's from a material point of view, because what happens is we do the need and the wants, as we say. We need food. We need food.
Yes.
Right?
We know the basic needs, yes.
Right. We want a pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Yeah, man.
And they say, with the need and the want, and as you talk, as I say about a girl and stuff like that, and where you put out for a young lady, because you tell yourself, say, yo, see that girl there? My girl, this and that, my this and that. But at the time, you know, you use the word, yo, John, you know, one a cat here, you know. You get me? So you gotta do everything in your extreme powers now in order to get that cat there.
Yeah.
So it becomes like, say, yeah, I need her, you know. But you don't need her, you know. You see? So it correct after the word, it's hard to differentiate about the needs and the wants. Right? Some people might hear, you know, I talk and I say, I want to them money, man, the money I eat that. You see me?
Yeah, the clown all them something there.
So, yeah, but it's the reality of it. And 90% of our life, right, we don't use the word need, we use the word want. Right? I want this, I want that, I want that. I catch a man if I catch you up on your argument now. I said, Bridget, I need time, and they say, oh, you know, to be honest with you, I really need this, you know. But everything we use the word as want, right?
Because alright, man. One something that them always say is oh, I need is something that you can't live without. What I want is something you can't live without. But my thing is that life is not just living. Life is more than that. It's every sum of parts, every experience that you earn. So when me say me need or me want something to the point where it's literally hurting me, it can no longer be a want. It has to be a need.
You see, but you always say when it's hurting you, then it becomes a need. You get me?
Yes.
But if it wasn't hurting you, it would always be a want. Because as I said, 90% of the time we say we want this or want that. We don't really consider the need, you know, using the word need. Because as long as we want this, I'm get it. Then I talk about need.
Alright. Okay.
I'm not coming. Want to...
Shamar there.
No. Then,
what happened?
That's not there. It's still just us joining.
Themselves again.
I don't know.
Well, I connect.
But yeah, to be honest. Oh, your uncle gone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Let me soon come back.
Come on. To be honest, you know, it's a full circle thing, as we said. Not much more ways to go on this point. It's just things about life we need to figure out for our own individual selves.
So there's a question we need to ponder in my head.
Yeah.
We don't say what's like. We can't start to determine the difference between a need and a want most of the times. But when does it become a point where there's no other choice? When it comes that point, what are we supposed to do? If we can't have
Make a decision. The best of your ability. That's the only answer I can give you. I can't tell you which is right or wrong because I ain't God. I don't determine that. You decide what you think is right or wrong. If me thinks, Daniel, I'm going to propose this to you. I think killing half the world's population was a good idea. What do you think?
I don't even know what to think. It's already been done.
Get the machine guns, tanks, planes, every freaking thing. Do it.
But alright, and you don't know if it's a good or a bad thing.
No, you can't say.
But no, take a guess. Do you think so?
Massacre. Get doomsday friggin' fat boy, nukes, everything. We're thinking, all right.
I will give you a positive and a negative, to my knowledge. A negative. If half the world's population is died, that means half the population around the world in every scenario died, right? If that is the case, imagine ship crews that are doing, imports around the world, shipping trades around the world. Planes in the sky with pilots are just dead off and out of thin air, gone. Cars that just run into lose driver, people just fly out of the car, dead, in the back seat, gone. People want fix elevators, all of a sudden them gone, elevator stop work. People are work on crane, just disappear, so the crane smash one building. Fighter jets drop out of the sky. People are dead. Can't deny that. People dead.
You don't even have to go that far. It's already happened.
Yeah.
It's already
positive. There's actually twice as much resource as we need now. The earth, it literally has enough resource to serve everyone for a while.
Here's where the problem presents itself.
It's just that there's positive to it. People have more resource and all that. But guess what? It not gonna change the fact that the matter that is that we are still us. There's good and bad, and we determine what is good and bad. Each individual will determine what is good and bad. But my mindset right now is I have to look on both sides. That is my whole thought pattern nowadays. It annoys me, but I don't have much time to really focus on my opinion. Because of my coursework, it's just really personally pushing both sides of the pint. Yes, this happened, but did you know what happened on the other side? This. Are they equally as bad? You can't say one greater than the other. They're both just bad. Nobody can determine what is worse and what is bad and what is good. How you determine that? I think Joker was a phenomenal person. It's just that he was raised poorly.
Well, you can't take it at that point. Well, I can take it at the other end of the spectrum, as if Joker, although the system failed Joker had many other opportunities to get along in life. He just didn't know what it is, or he couldn't take it.
He was not raised and brought up that way. It is his way of life, just like Daniel. You not go start eat raw aloe vera, right? You're not gonna start that, no time, right?
We don't like aloe vera.
Precisely. People around the world love aloe vera because you see, you have your way, them have for them one. That's how it is. You think yours right because you comfortable. Them think for them right because them comfortable. Me like cheese, you don't like cheese. Shamar like pickle, me not like pickle. It's just how it is. Yeah.
But you don't have to be out that. It does not have to be out that way. We know this already. And
the world is like this because people are.
Have to change. We don't have to change, and that's the problem. We still caught up.
You don't have to. Just like I don't have to obey the law. We can always just shut up at church and just commit genocide. Nobody is legally tied down to rationality, Daniel. Nobody not legally tied down to it. Prison is technically still just a place. Thinking about it critically, prison is just a place. And if you think about it, prison is the best place for you to be. The man them feed you, give you clothes, tell you say you have a shower. Free. Prison is just a place. Me not rationally tied down to nothing. Me can always go crazy. Nothing gonna stop me. Nothing gonna stop me. Me can always go crazy.
That's what I'm saying before he left. That's what I'm gonna have to say. Living is although it might be painful and everything, there's a come to a point where life is not just about eating, drinking, and going to sleep and wake up again. There's many other things to life.
Yes, there's many other angles of it, but guess what? People only see the angle they want to see.
Yep.
So what you want to change it?
Chamar would never think of one. Come on, you that turn to a man and say, yo, tired of girl, love man now, you know. You that do that?
Bro, at that point, if I'm gonna be able to say that, I have to be down at the lowest point of my life. Had multiple mess ups, sniff coke, all types of shit to mess myself up mentally.
All in all, Shamar says no.
Shamar said no, man.
And that's crazy too. Imagine me wake up one day and like, you know what, I'm tired of girl more, man. Could never be me.
But still, bro, it is what it is. You can't tell the world to change. Because you know what happened? You got to sacrifice for the change. You never get without giving, Daniel. You never get without giving. Never. History has proven that to be a fact. There is no get without give. Forget the money from war, you have to sacrifice a couple lives. And I don't mean to say it lightly, but I don't think lives are something that should be easily tossed around like that either way.
You don't have to say it that way. Just say you can't make an omelet without cracking eggs.
And because guess what? We're very messy cooks, bro. It's what it is. It's what it is, bro. It history dictates. And it's not nice. It's ugly. Life today ugly. You think people back then be sick? We're sicker today. Modern time sicked people. With modernization becomes modern sickers. For modern solutions, we require modern problems. Not because it's not being broadcast on the news, you think the world nice and nothing crucial now. Things are happening behind the scenes that we don't know about, dog. It's ugly. It's not nice. Not because you're not here with a dirty deal, it's not happening. Not nice, bro. It's not nice at all. Life not treat some people good. You see the people that want to live on the side of the street, homeless people. Why you think they are there? Why? Take a guess. A random guess. Anyhow, just take a random guess. Why you think
shitty decisions in life and end up where they are because of it.
Not even
they're
that.
people just like us. They just made a mistake.
Yeah.
It cannot even be that. Sometimes just people don't
And you
care.
know what's going to happen to them? Nobody not a business with them dead. Brother, what's the difference between The Rock and a homeless man dying? I can't.
Rock and rap.
No man can't tell me to this day. There is no difference. We place value on things when that shouldn't be the case. Treat things equally, bro. If the Dwayne The Rock Johnson dead, brother, we're gonna hear about it. A homeless man they did not even know. Nobody never know about Chadwick Boseman 5 years ago until he become Black Panther. If he did dead, then they'd never business.
Yes, man. True, man. True.
You place a price upon people. If this man dead, if that man dead. That's why I'm asking Shamar the question. Shamar, what was the difference between George Floyd dying and that kid dying? Tell me. George Floyd was black, that kid was black. What is the difference? Why was George Floyd promoted so much? Even though, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. It's a sad fact that he had to die. Anyone in that matter. But why was his thing pushed out? Was it because it was a racial crime? Just like how that black kid was shot and the partner hear about that on the news, right? It was a side story in the newspaper. A side story. That was that kid's life in a side story. Picnic. And at 12, George Floyd get stick in her neck. The boy get shot. Tell me the difference. Them dead on the same day. To this day, I don't know why. It's not nice, brother. Don't write either.
That's why I said
I don't understand.
An agenda.
Everybody push them own agenda because they want something more tight.
And they know what.
You see how George Floyd family now make no much nice? Them just get $5 billion for them people dying. You know, the wife saying she did kind of like that. Was his family financially broken?
Nope.
Was his household disbanded? Was his child abused? Don't get me wrong,
It is a sad thing.
I like the fact that people are promoting deaths and and sorry, not promoting death.
Yeah, because
Respecting
that
death.
right.
People going, it's good to respect it, but when you publicize it and market it, no, bruh. I agree with the movement of Black Lives Matter 100%, but the purpose and the reason some other people pushing it, brother, you lose me, you lose our fire. The money they market it is a way to make money. People, you see the people that make the Black Lives Matter sign there, they want to make a good chunk of change. Trust and believe. You see them people there, there's a company, Daniel, research it, use internet, dog, we have Google. There's a company what pay people for go out there and protest. Brother, no, not disgusting. There's a company that pays people to go out there and protest, not because they believe in it, but because they might give them a small chunk of change food, bro. Just for go out there and wave the sign. You see them people that were out there, the capital, and people go out there and march and march. I can tell you how good at least some of them out there get paid to be out there. They're not out there because they believe, bro. They're out there because they want a piece of the pie. Some of them out there because they want rage. Because they're upset at the world and upset about somebody and them just want.
Let's switch it to the other side of the coin. What about the other protests that we should all hear about, the Capitol storming after Donald Trump?
Ain't nobody got shot. That shit.
Yeah.
To me, that's a personal thing. Those people, they are very patriotic. There's literally, I have the question.
Let me ask a question. No, why everyone asked, or every single station I'll go on, you always come with that same thing. You're very patriotic people and you're good people. I don't understand that. When they're trying to destroy your government.
Everybody's good in their own way. It's just that they saw an injustice, and just like Black Lives Matter, they went out and protested it, but in an extreme way. People died in it, yes. Unintentionally, people died. I don't think anyone was out there really bashing heads in. They're passionate about what was going on. Something happened, and the news don't get the full story. Listen, read, research. We have the internet, use it. There's a story behind it. Them stormed the Capitol. Does anybody know why? Why? Right, Daniel? That's what we're trying to figure out. Why them stormed the Capitol?
Yes, man. I'm trying to find out why.
Because Trump tell them to? Because of what? Because what was going on in there? You think them just go out there because Trump tell them? I think at least almost 100,000 people go up there because Trump tell them. Seriously?
If I just that, then he probably still be elected.
That, brother, long time the country wouldn't exist. Trust and believe. Oh God, if people just listen, they just listen to what the government said. God Almighty, enough our wouldn't there. If it was that simple, God Almighty.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.